What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Shit Podcast. This is the Shield Skater, and I want to tell you that today we are going to have a very interesting skate talk. We have a very special guest as well, and he is Aksel Sørum, a skater from Norway that is the new pro skater for the Shit brand. So let's meet him at the Shit Podcast.
Hello guys, my name is Aksel Sørum. I'm 13 years old and I'm from Norway and I love skateboarding. Welcome to the Shit Podcast.
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Shit Podcast. Today we have a very special episode because we are here with Aksel Sørum. He is a pro for Shit Skateboard company and he is going to share a good skateboarding knowledge with us. So, what's up, Aksel? How is it going for you?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm fine too. So, are you going to skate today?
Yeah, I just got the new board, the Pro Shit model, in the post today. So I'm probably gonna test it out in the parking lot over the street today.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a huge news. So, how do you feel about this new?
I'm overwhelmed. It's so sick board, and I love the just everything about it. It's so have a clean look in it. I love it.
Okay, that's nice. I'm glad for you. So let's talk about your skate career. So
Yeah.
When did you start to skate? How was that?
I started in 2017 for 3.5 years ago in May, and I started with I have a cousin and he was gonna try to do scootering in a skate park in Norway. So
Okay.
I was joining him with my father, and my father just sent me on my father wanted me to try it out, so I tried it out, and from that point I loved it, and I've just done it all since then.
Okay, so that was the moment when you get the inspiration, or maybe
Yeah.
before maybe playing video games, maybe watching a video, or
Yeah, I think it was that. And maybe the inspiration I was watching with my father, because we started it at the same time, because he also started skateboarding at so we watched a video by Braille Skateboarding, the Braille Skateboarding company. Yeah, and they with Aaron Cairo that
Yes, of
he
course.
showed how to do a rocket fakie and tail stall. And from that point I was like, I wanted to learn that. And my father and me, we had we wanted to do it in that summer because it was still like spring. So by the end of the summer, we were going to be doing that, and we made it.
Okay, that's nice. So you skate with your father?
Yeah, and actually, I was joined by my mother like a half a year later than that. So like
Oh.
the whole family skateboarding.
Oh, that's nice and unique. So, how is the support that your parents give to you? A lot of support?
Yeah, a lot of support, because they kind of know the same thing, because we started at the same time, so they know what skateboarding is, and they know how fun it is and how much you wanted to do it all the time. So they and it's easier to go, like for example skate trips, because they also want to go on the skate trips. So I get to skate a lot, like all over the place.
That's pretty nice. So, are you planning to travel? Maybe, do you have a destination for the next year or something like that?
We were supposed to go to California and San Diego this summer, but because of Corona, we had to stay home.
Yes.
I hope we could go there next year.
Yes, this year has been pretty weird. Talking
Yeah.
about that, how has this year been for you and your skate career?
I think it's been I think it's been weird, but also very good, because I've learned a lot and I've been skating a lot because I actually outside because it was been a very good weather this year and
Yeah.
not that much rain. So in the spring when COVID started, I could go skate outside every day. So I learned, for example, 540s this year. So I'm very stoked on that.
That's nice. So a 540 this year. You learned this year?
Yeah, I learned it this year. I'm
And
not very good at it.
what about
Yeah,
McTwist? Do you have
yeah,
one too?
I do it with the mute grab, what it's supposed to do, but I don't go as like upside down as you're supposed to do on the McTwist. But
Okay.
I done one that's kind of upside down, but it's not really and like a real McTwist.
It is different the technique that we have to put for a 540 than a McTwist.
The regular 540 is when you like spin a lot more like flat. And the
Okay.
McTwist, usually a McTwist is when you go very upside down. It looks more like a like a flip, and then right like just a flat spin. So I think that looks nicer, but it's a lot scarier to do because you have to like I'll go upside down when going around. So it's a lot happening at once.
For sure. And what do you do to learn all these tricks? Maybe you watch tutorials on YouTube or just by trying and practice or
Yeah, I like scoured the internet for like this some of the tricks I wanted to learn. For example, the backside air, which it took me a long time to do. I have like gone through all the videos at YouTube has like something about to say about the backside air. So yeah, I love to use YouTube and as a platform and trying a lot.
Okay, and talking about that, how is your advice to get some air in Vert, to do a backside air, a frontside air? Do we have to pop our boards? I can get the technique, man. So,
The technique is like the hardest part because it takes a long time. Because when you figure that technique out, it's a lot easier. But I used like a year, I think with only whenever I skated something with a high ramp, I was always trying to do the, kick turning with the nose grab. Kind of try to lift my nose a little bit to get like this feeling of air, and you have to do it over and over and over again, just something like clicks in your head.
okay. But do you think that is like popping a frontside 180 in flat ground, or
Uh,
or it's kind of different?
it's kind of similar, but you have to like get used to let the ramp take you instead of you using all your power to get up from the ground.
Oh,
So for example, you can do like the pop, but usually when you do the pop, if you're not that used to doing it, you can fall and land like a lot along to like the flat, and that
okay.
usually can not going well. But if you bonk, when you like just let the board do it, and you just go with the flow, and it pop from the board pops by itself with the coping, and that makes you like land a lot smoother.
Okay, so do you think that the speed is also important for this?
Yeah, the speed, but not like in from the start. You can just try to do it small. I think that's the most usual fail to do is when you started to trying to go big at first, because you have to start small and go higher and a little bit higher and a little bit higher till you get to the coping.
Okay, thank you for those advices.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, so you are from Norway. What do you think
Yeah.
about the skate community in your country?
I
Oh,
think it's very good actually.
all right.
Uh, because we can't go skate outside the whole year. We have like some very good indoor skating skateboard halls. In Oslo, we got two very good, which is the Oslo Skate Hall and Shed 13. So we can also say the skate community is like this street, it's a lot more people skating street than vert. Usually it's the vert, the old boys from the skated vert. But the last maybe 2 years, there's been a lot younger people starting to skate vert. For example, me and a lot other. I have a lot of friends that like to skate vert at the same age as me, and that's very cool.
Okay, but you also like to skate the street, or maybe
Yeah, I also I like to skate everything, but I definitely like the transition a lot more than just the flat. And I'm kind of in the under COVID, I get more used to skating rails and do other tricks and just board slides at them. So that's cool to learn.
Okay. So, do you think that you are going to be a complete skateboarder, street and vert in the future, or your approach is always going to be the vert skating? What do you think?
I really like to skate bowls too. You have and I think it's very important to be skate vert good when you skate bowls, because there's a lot of deep ends, a lot of big ramps in the bowl, the usual X Games bowls, for example, and the Advanced Park Series bowls. Yeah. So yeah, you need to be good at vert, and I think vert is real fun at the same time.
Yes, I think a little bit more scary at the beginning, but
yeah. But I think street could be really scary too.
Yeah, the rails,
sets and rails and all them.
Yes, that's true. It depends on every skater, on each skater, on the approach, on the personal taste. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what do you think? What do you like the most about the skate culture in general?
What I like the most about skate culture, I think the freedom of it. I would say you don't have to be part of a team. You can just do it for yourself and just do it whenever you want for usually. But now in COVID, it's a lot harder to go and skate. For example, and I just love the flow, the flow. You can meet friends at the skate park. You don't have to be with the same persons all the time, for example, and you can skate with that. You can hey, you want to go skate today at for example that skate park, and meet up with friends and skate and have fun.
Yeah, that's true. Are you planning? What is your skate goal in terms of the contest in which you want to be? What contest do you like? What is your dream?
My dream is just to be as good as I possibly can, and I really want to be could skate the vert attack in my good, be could skate that ramp good, and that maybe the highest goal. And I not think that it may be possible, but I hope so in the future, in X Games and go there, and maybe Olympics too, because that's was supposed to be a thing this year, but because of COVID it wasn't.
Okay, so are you planning to participate in the Olympics the next year, or maybe in 4 years? What do you think?
I have to see how good I've become. For to skate in Olympics, because you have to be really good, and there's so many good skaters out there that are a lot better than me, and I just have to skate as much as I can and have fun to try to get better.
Okay, but do you feel prepared for that? If talking hypothetically, I invite you to the Olympics. I say, hey, you are invited to join the Norway's skate team. Do you feel prepared? What do you think?
I think I would have said yes, because it's so crazy, but at the same time it's really hard mentally, because then you have to skate for your whole country and just not for yourself anymore, maybe.
Okay, I like what you are saying, but yeah, just be patient with that goal, and
be patient and skate and have fun.
Yeah, that's true. And talking about skills, what do you think, more than the talent, what is the skill that is the most important to say, okay, this is a good skater right there? And maybe the charisma, being humble. What do you think?
Yeah, a good skater would be, I think, in like a skating thing, he just should be have a good flow when he skates.
Oh,
Like, if you don't have the flow, you maybe can lose a lot of points in contests because it looks a lot cooler when you have the like flow and you can go high, big airs and do hard tricks back to back to back instead of just doing the stand-up trick in between every single trick you're gonna do.
yes, that's true. And what do you prefer, style or difficulty, in your personal opinion?
I think the style is something you are making why you get better. So I think you have to be most think about the tricks than the style, because the style kind of comes by itself. Because
Okay.
I try to think about how I'm gonna do the tricks to make it look better, and I watch like old videos of myself, and I've seen like you just have to do it a lot, and just you have to have it in the back of your head, just you're not completely forget it, but kind of think about it when you're doing the tricks. You maybe like I want to tweak it back so there's a little bit more, and you just try to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. In this sense, what are your favorite skaters? If we can talk about a top five, what are
Top
your
five?
references? Yeah.
I think very high up is Jimmy Wilkins.
Okay.
He has,
Yeah.
he has a so like clean and style. Vert is getting Vert and is just going big and without any grabs, and just looks very cool to look at when he skates.
Okay.
And maybe I would have Clay Trainer, because they just have power when he skates and just looks so cool when he goes that high and do this so ridiculous tricks.
Okay. And another one, maybe a third one.
Alex Sloan, I would think.
Okay.
He recently built like a double mega ramp in his backyard, and I just love the way that he can skate the mega ramp just so confident with like so much style and go so big.
Okay. And talking about that, have you tried anytime the mega ramp? Maybe doing the gap or...
I've actually been to Woodward, the east one, in the year before Corona, and I tried the mini mega ramp. That is a little bit smaller than the mega ramp, but it's still like bigger than anything I've ever skated.
Okay.
So I did like there's 3 different rollings you can do to do the gaps. So it's one that is small, and a second that is a little bit bigger, and the third one is the biggest. I tried to do every single one of them, but I just cleared the first one of them, and I did the quarter pipe, and I didn't do that like that high backstair, but I did like a little backstair.
Okay.
So I tried it, but I not that much. I just did it like a little bit.
Okay, but maybe in the future you want to skate good in mega ramp?
Yeah, I think that looks so fun and so cool to just fly, go so big. I think mega ramp looks so cool.
Yeah, that's true. So what is your dream trick? Maybe in 10 years that you say, okay, I'm going to do this trick.
I think it would be the ghetto bird. I think it just looks so cool, and just like you kind of just like you see it, and what just happened because the board goes in so weird position while your body is turning. So, but I can't do hard flips yet, so I just have to try to learn them first.
Okay, so right now you have a pro model. You are pro for Shit Skateboard Company. How do you feel about it?
I'm extremely stoked about it, and so overwhelmed to be able to that they actually gave me a pro model, and it looks very cool and very clean design. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure. Maybe you have your board right there?
Yeah, I have it right here.
Oh, can you show us? Oh my God, that's nice. Aksel Sørum, the new pro for Shit Skateboard Company. Okay, And what about the sides? You know, well,
This one, it's 8. Yes, this is a street model that I used when I skate street. Yeah.
okay, that's nice. And have you had the opportunity to skate it?
Yeah, I have skated in the flat ground in the parking lot right over the street. Try to do some like skating with just flat ground, doing kick flips, and try to do some train flips in here.
That's nice. I really like that design. And what do you think about the power? Do you feel the power with your skateboard, with your own skateboard?
I think for example, the concave is really I like it a lot because they have like not too big or not too small. I feel like I'm comfortable by using it. It's something I kind of used to before, so I really like it. Yeah.
Okay, making a comparison between this and the other boards that maybe you were skating, what can you say? Maybe the pop is better. What can you say about this?
I feel when I skated a little bit earlier, I felt I popped a little bit higher on some of the tricks, and I really love the design. I can say too, with the like the skulls and everything on it.
Yeah, and why that design? That design represents you? What do you think? Can you show us?
That's the old Greek mythical story about Ikaro, which is about when his grandfather was trapped in a maze, and they used the feathers to make wings. But when they start to fly, the little kid called Ikaro fly too close to the sun, and the wax melted, and he fell and drowned in the ocean. So this one is falling in the kind of the same as skateboarding when you fall.
Okay, I really love it. So are you going to skate it today also?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. We just have the opportunity to launch this skateboard right now, today. And I'm pretty sure that you feel the power with your own board.
Yeah.
And congratulations for this. This is a very nice achievement for a 12 years old skateboarder. You know that?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? This board is being sold around the world, so I think that it's beautiful. It's so inspiring for you. I can imagine.
It feels very unrealistic because it's something so I would think would be so much further in my career if I was even possibility to make it happen, to have its own model. And it happened so quick. It's just so amazing.
So quick, dude. So are you going to keep it one for yourself? Maybe to hang it in the wall?
Yeah, I already have hung one in my room.
Oh yeah, please keep one of them for the history, you know?
Yeah.
You are making history right now. It's an opportunity to say congratulations for this, man. You are such a nice skateboarder, and I hope that you can skate it and enjoy it and have a lot of fun with it.
Thank
All right? You. Okay, so let's keep going with this conversation. So what kind of tricks, what is the first trick that comes to mind for you to try with this board? That you say, okay, I want to try this with this board.
The first thing I thought about is the really big frontside air. Because when you do a frontside air, you can take like a picture or film it from behind, and you can see the deck really good, and you can like see to have like a picture when you see the graphic really good when I'm flying. So that I'm really looking forward to do.
That's nice. Let's go for it. Please, a McTwist also for a video. Yeah. I want to see a McTwist in that board.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for those tricks, man. Congratulations again, and I hope that you can skate it well. All right.
Thank you.
In this sense, what do you feel about being a big reference for Vert skate in your country?
I feel like maybe I get like a little bit more pressure when I have like my own pro model, but I'm so looking forward to be able to skate on my own board, just taking pictures by doing airs and Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, we are waiting for it. And the support of the community. Do your homies or the community in Norway recognize you as Axel?
Yeah, I think like the community is not that big in Norway. That for most of the people that skateboard in Norway, like knows me, but in person, not by like just my name or something like that. They like know me as just like if I've just like more like a friend or more and then like yeah, then just Aksel Sørum, like more like just Axel kind of.
Okay. What did you do besides skateboarding? More than skateboarding?
I used to play flute, but I started doing that, and I'm doing taekwondo. I graduated from black belt this autumn. So I've been doing black belt in doing taekwondo in 6.5 years now. I think 6 years, 6-7 years, yeah. So I've been doing taekwondo longer than I've been skateboarding.
Okay, but you love skateboarding.
I love skateboarding. Yeah, that's the like the first thing I want. That's the thing I want to do the most. And I actually now for like a week ago, I think I started playing guitar because I think that's very cool, and I just try to get some help and try to learn how to play the chords and things like that. Yeah.
Okay, but your main goal is making the skateboarding life path. Yeah. You are working for that.
Yeah, skateboarding is the thing I love the most of them all, the things I'm doing.
Yeah, so let's work on that. So talking about that, what do you think about the coaches or the trainers? Would you like to have a coach for your skate career, for competition?
Maybe not as like a coach, and maybe more have like I have now. I more like a skate friend that could give me advice and help, and then a coach maybe.
Okay, and why is that? What do you think about the coaches in skateboarding? Because something that is beautiful about skateboarding is that we can do whatever we want to do with our boards.
Yeah, it's like our own. We can do whatever we want to do. We can skate whenever we want. So it maybe could feel a little bit weird to have like a coach, and maybe that would. Yeah,
that's true. So what do you think, talking about the sponsors, do you have any other sponsors more than Shit Skateboard Company right now?
I have a flow deal with a clothes company called Junkyard, and I have a flow deal with Rockstar Bearings that gives me bearings.
Okay, so what is your commitment with these brands? What do you have to do? Maybe some clips for Instagram?
Instagram clips, I think, that's the thing. Instagram clips for the most.
Okay.
And tagging them on Instagram.
Okay, and talking about these, the sponsors and the support, what is important to you? What aspect is important to you when it comes to the sponsors, to the sponsorships?
I don't feel like they need to have it, but I think if I'm proud of something myself, I just I post it and I tag them like
Yeah, that's true. What do you think? So have you traveled at this moment? Have you traveled to any other country? You were mentioning that you were planning to go to California, but
I've been to America once. It was like when I went to Woodward
last year,
and I've when I was really before I started skateboarding, I've been to Thailand and Vietnam in Asia, and Sweden with the Vert attack contest, and in Denmark because in Malmo where the bird contest is we could take like a bus 20 minutes over the sea, and it gets to ride to Denmark, Copenhagen in Denmark.
Okay, that's nice. So what can you say, making a comparison between all these countries,
Do you notice any difference in the skate communities of each of the countries?
I've only been skating in the Sweden and America and in Denmark, because the ones in Asia I've been like more on a family trip before I started skateboarding. But I felt in America, for example Sweden, there's a lot more skate parks than in Norway. That because I feel like there are more people skating, because I think that's have a lot to do about when in Norway it was not allowed to skate until 1989. That was a part of the Norwegian law. So we don't have a lot of people that were skating then. But there were people, but not as many as there were, for example, in America and Sweden and the other countries. Yeah.
Okay. Talking about shit and how you get this sponsor, how was that? How was that experience? What did you have to do to get your sponsor?
It was Instagram. You have to send in a clip, a video part about your best clips, and they would pick out the ones that they thought looked the best. And I was picked out, and I was so hyped for that. But I didn't think I would be picked as one of them who got actually sponsored by them. But when I did, I was really happy. I felt really good and amazing.
But it's different than being sponsored than knowing that you were going pro. So
yeah.
What did you have to do to go pro, to have your own pro model in that moment?
I think I was skating, and I think they started liking me, and when I got better, and when they saw potential in me with skating Vert and other thing. So yeah, I'm so stoked that they actually gave me a pro model on that.
Yes, for sure, you are making it happen.
Yeah.
But let's talk about hard moments. What do you think is the hardest part of being a skateboarder?
A skateboarder, I think the commitment of not trying a trick over and over and over again. Maybe if you feel and you like hurting yourself, falling and hurt yourself, and just you are so motivated to just land that trick, and you just want that trick so bad that you just try it over and over again until finally land it, and it feels so good.
Yes, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
And what do you think about the safety gear? You know, the helmets, the knee pads, the elbow pads. They give you confidence for you?
Yeah, I use pads a lot, maybe a lot more than usual. I use pads when I skate street and bowl and vert and everything, without flat skating. I use helmet on everything though. But I'm trying to skating without pads, but I'm losing all my confidence because with pads I have like a way to go to like bail, and you can try a lot harder tricks without being that scared of falling, because you could much easier get up and try one more time.
Yes, that's true. The safety gear is important, but also for street skating.
I think I would. Yeah, because I like to do more like the bigger tricks, maybe the big stair sets and a lot of them, and they can actually hurt yourself a lot while doing that. So I really just like the feeling of having a way to scale and not be as just hurt yourself as much as you would do without pads.
Yeah, that's true. So what would be your advice for all the skaters who say like, okay, I don't want to use a helmet because it looks ridiculous? Maybe
I think the helmet is so important, because if you're falling on your head really bad, it could change your life so ridiculous, and you would be like, think to yourself, why didn't I use a helmet? You would so if you so think it's very important to use helmet for all time when you skate.
Yeah, that's true. It's important.
And if you maybe it feels like whenever you use a helmet, you use it a lot, and then one time when you don't use it, you're like falling and then you hurt yourself.
Yes, that's true. I agree with you. We need to change that mindset. So what is your favorite size for your decks for skating board? Maybe wider boards or maybe
I have two different that I like right now. I have one for street and mini ramp and small bowls, and I have one for big bowls and vert. And the one for vert is 8.25.
Okay.
It's with 58 centimeters millimeters wheels, because they are bigger and it feels a lot more steadier than what I use in street. That is an 8 flat, and I use 55 millimeters wheels and at street, and which is actually pretty big. But I like to have big wheels. I have like more control and when I skate because I like skating transition, and that helps a lot when you skate transition.
Okay, big wheels for transitions.
Yeah.
Your recommendation?
Yeah.
And do you think it's a general recommendation for all the Vert skaters in general perspective?
For a vert, I think the best is 58 millimeters.
Okay.
A lot of people use 60 and some use like 56 and smaller, but I think 58 is like the perfect middle thing.
Okay.
And when I started skateboarding, I used 54 millimeters, like as board overall, which is I think is a really good size for a lot.
Okay, so and what about the trucks? Your trucks? Do you prefer to skate loose or tight trucks?
It's actually very weird because when I skate vert, I usually ride trucks that are a lot like harder than usual than a lot other of my friends actually use. When I skate street, I use the trucks a lot looser than most of my friends. It's like very weird. I like very loose trucks when I skate street and very, very like hard trucks when I skate vert.
Okay, yes, it's kind of weird, but it works for you.
It works, yeah. I found it out by skating a lot. But when I started, I used very, very hard trucks at street and everything. And when I changed it, it was a lot easier to go do grind, for example, because you had like a lot more way to turn around and get to the coping.
Yeah. And also for your tricks, it was better for
it felt better and it was easier to do grinds and
Okay, I like it. So what do you prefer between video parts? What do you prefer, making video parts or skating in contests?
I would say the contest actually, because it's when you start the contest, you're usually very stressed, but usually you have a lot of maybe friends and a lot of people, and I think that's fun. And if you land a good run, there's a lot more people to cheer on you. And I haven't made that much video parts. More like been taking a few clips when I go to skate park and make them into Instagram edit. So yeah, I think the contest is very fun.
Are more active now in certain way. Yeah. So your father is your filmer because you skate with your father. Records you.
When I skate with my father, he films a lot, and he like figured out how to film good, and it's same. I want to try to figure out how to film good and make it look good. But if I don't skate with my father, I just ask one of my friends if they can film it. If we usually get like, if he films something for me, I can film something for him because we take the time of our skating. We have like deals, filming each other's other.
Yes. What about? I know that you know this. What would be your advice to deal with the fear when it comes to competition? Because you were saying that the pressure, the stress, the anxiety is difficult to go through.
Yeah,
So what would be your advice?
I think my advice would be to do it more, to not just not go to the most important ones all the time, but just to try to do like small contests, like all the some more, so you get more used to like the feeling of more people and that watch you skate. And I think it's really hard to like get you ready for a contest without have tried it before. For example, you have to know how it is to skate in for other people than just by yourself.
Yes, that's true.
Maybe invite your grandparents to watch you skate, and I have to show you something and try to show maybe people, your friends, like, oh yeah, I want to show you my new trick and something like that. Get used to the pressure, maybe.
Yes, that's true. What is the trick that you are going to try in the next training session that you haven't right now?
So maybe I think the next thing I'm gonna try is to do I think I don't know what it's called, but you do like the Madonna without going to lean to tail, just landing flat. So you do like a frontside leaner with taking with one foot off.
The front foot.
Yeah, the front foot behind you.
Okay, so you are going to try it.
Yeah, I think.
All right, that's a good one. What would be your advice to go for a skate dream? You know, you are making it happen. You have your own pro model at the age of 12. You know how it is. So, what is your advice to go?
My advice would be to just have fun and skate not because you have to do it for something. Just do it because you want to do it yourself. Do it for yourself.
And that's it. All right, that's nice. And one last question, man. What is the reason why you say thank you skateboarding for all that you have done for me?
I would say it has maybe want to go out and do more stuff, because it made me like more active than just not be inside all the time before COVID. But now I have to stay in a lot more, which really sucks. But yeah, I try to go like skate out in the parking lot and whenever I can.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, Axel, thank you for accepting this invitation. Thank you for being part of the Shit Podcast.
Thanks for letting me be here.
Hear good things about your skate career in the future, and I hope to see you in the huge competitions that we have practiced in the world.
Thank you.
So let's go for that 720 and for that 900. You know how it is. Let's work on that. And thank you for all the advices that you just give to the community.
Thank you for letting me be here. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Axel. I hope that you can skate with your own pro model right now.
Yeah.
Feel the power.
I can't wait.
For sure. Let's go for the tricks. All right.
Yeah.
Have fun. Yeah. All right.
Have a good day. You too. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
And that was it for today's Shit Podcast episode, guys. I want to tell you that I feel the inspiration from what we just talked with this guy, Aksel Sørum. So I really hope that you feel inspired too. So let's go to the streets, let's stop watching this, and remember that we are waiting for you to be part of this amazing community. The Shit Magazine community is waiting for you. So if you enjoyed this conversation, please like and subscribe. And yeah, as I was saying, let's go to the streets and let's go skate safe.